Alrighty guys, I'm Morthadon and we are back for Black Clover episode 4. Man, we're already on episode 4 of this show. It feels like we just started it. Time is flying so hard in my life right now. Oh my god, it's insane. I think ever since I started doing these reactions, I really, noticed time moving more because, I guess with the way my life was before, I didn't really have like a consistent schedule, and now that I have a consistent schedule, it makes me, and especially with episodes being numbered, it makes me really realize I've been doing one a week for Black Clover, so that means I've already been doing it for a month, which is insane. It feels like I just started. But anyways, sorry for that. A little bit of retrospective right there. But yeah, guys, I am looking forward to this episode. Last episode, we had the kind of the start to their journey. They left their home village where they had been orphans and lived their whole lives, and they started adventuring, exploring the world, surviving kind of in the wilderness a bit too. We got to see a little bit of it, which was pretty cool. And right at the end of the episode, we had them arrive at the I believe it's like the capital city. It might have had a name, but I don't remember it. Apologies, but yeah, we might get into some wizard knights or whatever they're called, kind of stuff, and maybe learn more about them. Maybe meet some of them. We'll get to learn. I have a feeling, I get the vibe that they're gonna be high and mighty just based off the little images we've seen of them. So I'm curious if I'm right about that and stuff like that. So, anyways, guys, let's jump into this episode because I want to find out what happens. Alrighty, full length. We're going to start the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Alrighty. Yes. And then one wizard saved the world, and he became the Wizard King. Yep. The Wizard King, yes. Yeah, they did. Everyone in the kingdom, huh? Is that just a figure of speech kind of way to word that, or literally everybody? I don't know. Interesting. Alright, I'm not supposed to watch this opening yet. I think in the next couple episodes we'll be watching that. I basically only saw a grimoire and then a bird, I think, is all I saw before I realized I was supposed to close it, so we're good. It's really weird. It's something I don't know if I've ever mentioned, but whenever I have to minimize for these, I have to minimize my recording software too, because there's a little demo of what's being recorded on the software. So if I don't do that, then my eyes wander and I'll look over there and see the opening. So it's I gotta close multiple things. It's multiple steps to close it and stuff. I don't know. Rambling. I hope I'm not right about the Wizard Knights being high and mighty, because I want them to be fun and interesting characters, right? I don't want to hate them all. So I'm hoping, because I mean there is kind of a trope where the Wizard Knights would be these strong, powerful people, and then all the trainees would be who we get to know. Alright, Clover Kingdom is the name. Castletown Kika. Okay. Oh yeah, Kingdom is where they're the whole region. This is Kika. Castletown Kika. Try to remember that. Oh! Sometimes I forget that everybody in this world can use magic, except for Asta. That's cool. I actually think I really like that a lot of people can use magic, because we get to see it used in so many different ways, just in the world as they travel. It's neat. Damn. So the Wizard King controls the Wizard Knights, and then there is still a king, which makes sense that the military leader wouldn't also be the king, maybe. I don't know. But it sounds right. I believe it. Oh, we're going back to them? Interesting. Does he, though? I don't think he does mean it. Magic Knights. I've been calling them Wizard Knights. Wizard King, Magic Knights. Is that what it is? Or do they go back and forth? Sorry. I'll get this one day, guys. I promise. What the heck kind of food is that? It's like snake on a stick? Grilled purple snake! Yes, that's right! Nice. That I just happened to catch somewhere. Oh my god, he's gonna get like sick or something now that they showed us that. Oh, nice. So kind of like a greeting for all the people. You know, everyone just rooting for the people that surpass them, I guess, maybe. Four-leaf clover. Oh. Wait till they see the five-leaf clover. Just like right in its face. Wow. So just didn't even. They look at the clovers for the previous book, but not that one. They're not like, oh, this was a five-leaf clover. I mean, I guess it was kind of dirty, but he still should have been able to see it. That's a little weird to me. Hmm. Might be meeting some new characters that might be in the story just here and there. Some of these guys talking. Hmm. Interesting. Look at the girls. Is he just announcing this to everybody? In front of everybody? Oh man, the typical Asta. Oh my god, he has all the birds. Of course, gotta further make him the underdog for when he rises and impresses everybody. Oh, big buff dude? Oh, look at this guy. Ugh. His neck is so thick. Ugh. Just be friendly. Oh no. Uh oh. Look smart, a lie. Whoa, look at that dude. The Great Finral Rulecast. Alright. Okay, so these are some of the big characters. Ugh. I went to take a dump and got lost. The Lord of Destruction. How many different names does he have? I mean, I guess one of them was just the leader of the group that he is. It wasn't really a title, I guess, or like a name like the other one was. I'm never gonna remember all these names, by the way, guys, until they're more fleshed out. Oh, use your strength. Impress him. Oh, the veins. Oh. You get to live because it's beginning. He wasn't able to budge him, though, even with Asta's strength. That's too bad. I kind of hope that Asta would, like, impress him a little bit. Guess that guy is pretty jacked. I wish the cat would kill me too. What? This guy. Alright, so they're gonna be like the elite squad that our people like look up to a bit. Not really look up to, but like, you know, that might be a little bit above them. And who's this guy? We saw him before. Alright. It is beginning. Oh, look at these fancy looking people. Captain of the Silver Eagles, Nozzle Silva. He looks very interesting. I was thinking the same thing. Oh. Okay. Jack the Ripper. Whoa. Okay. Charlotte. Hey, props to Asta. I will be real. Props to him for sticking it out with his girl. It's so common that he would just like jump ship to a new girl, and like in some shows the main character does that. Okay. Yeah, this is way too many names. There's no way. Oh, someone else is gonna come out. Oh, feathers. Oh, armored helmet kind of thing, it looked like. Captain of the most powerful Magic Knight squad, the Golden Dawn. William Vengeance. Interesting. Hmm. That's a girl. I feel like that's a girl, isn't it? Like hiding that she's a girl, maybe? That trope? Oh, no, maybe it is a guy. Unless just voice actor changing voice kind of thing, I don't know. The eyes look insanely feminine. I will say that. Excuse me. Oh. So is it uncommon that they all gather, I wonder? Magic tree! Whoa. Getting to see some large-scale magic, pretty cool. Oh. Yggdrasil. However you say that. Tree from... Is that like Norse mythology or whatever mythology Yggdrasil's from? Blah, blah, blah. They get brooms! Yeah, that was pretty impressive. Uh-oh. Are they gonna have to, like, fly on the brooms and he's gonna, like, not be able to do it, Asta, because he doesn't have, like, magic, in a sense? Okay, several tests. Okay, maybe he can at least impress them in a couple. I imagine he's gonna, like, only succeed in one, but he's gonna overwhelmingly succeed in one. I wonder if Asta and Yuno are gonna end up in the same squad, or if they're gonna split and we're gonna, like, follow each of them individually. Yep. And Asta's gonna not be able to do it at all, unfortunately. Oh, that's not good. What's Asta gonna do? Oh! Yuno just standing on it like a badass. Yep, and Asta struggling and not being able to do it. Yep. I wonder if they're gonna show interest in him just because. Ooh. I wonder what that guy's thinking. I wonder if they're gonna, like, pay more attention to him, though, right? Because, like, he's already standing out just because he's different. Who's this? Yosh. Oh. Oh, is she like princess or daughter of the Wizard King or daughter of the King or something? Brother Nozzle. Is he actually brother? Aw. She wants to earn it like everybody else. Being handed everything isn't always great. Alright, so he failed that one too. Seems like he failed that one too, I'm guessing. He's gonna fail that one too. Alright, there's gotta be one test that he does good at, right? Okay. Actual combat. Okay, this is what I assumed was gonna. I didn't say it. But they're gonna be fighting each other? Yup. Okay. So this is where Asta is gonna, like, shine and prove that he deserves to be there. Ugh. This guy just... Of course he is! He wants to win! Oh, they're first? Oh shit. This guy touching his shoulder constantly. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah. I figured he was just, you know, not really being nice. And now he's gonna get his butt whooped. We're not gonna get to see the fight, are we? I just noticed how far we are into the episode. Alright. Oh. Like a barrier kind of thing? Oh. Magnum Cannonball. Interesting. But Asta's sword nullifies magic, so I'm sure it's just gonna, like, vaporize with one swing. Oh, here we go. And it's gonna end. No, I want to see it. Oh, please just obliterate him real fast before the episode ends. Yes, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That's all I wanted. Okay, you can end now. I'm just kidding. Oh, we didn't even get to see the reaction of the captains. Oh, okay. Alrighty. Do 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 do. That was good, guys. I like that. It was a little slow, a lot of like exposition, a lot of character introductions and stuff. But I really like they really ended it with a bang, and I appreciate that. I would have been a little disappointed if they ended it with a cliffhanger. So, uh, do 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 do. Ah, man. Alright. Just about over, I think. Maybe. It always throws me off. I think it's gonna like end right there, and then it goes on just a little bit longer. Uh, Alrighty, guys. So that is the end of episode 4. That was a good one. So I will what I was saying during the outro, but I usually cut that from the YouTube portion. So just to reiterate real fast, I I wasn't the biggest fan of the episode up until the ending, but I'm really glad that they didn't end it on a cliffhanger. If they did, I probably would have been very upset with this episode, you know, because it was basically just like, okay, so last episode they zoomed to the capital like super fast, insanely fast, and then they got to the capital, and it kind of showed them exploring, which was cool, like around the capital. But then when it came to like the inside area, they did introductions for like a huge part of the episode where they introduced, you know, some of the minor characters that were, you know, training, and then some of the captain characters and everything. And it felt like character introductions were like it probably wasn't even like, you know, it probably wasn't even like 30% of the episode, but for some reason it felt like it was a massive part of the episode. Just because I was like trying to keep up, it's hard to like take in all those names at once. I'm never gonna remember them all, so what's gonna have to happen is if this becomes more relevant, like once they become Magic Knights, if there's still a lot of characters involved and a lot of names I have to know, I'll start making a list of them so that way I can have a list to refer back to and remember. But yeah, I mean, because of the way they ended that, I very much enjoyed this episode. Just because we got to see some action, they made it quick, they didn't cliffhanger us, all that. It was good. I liked it. And I guess I if I'm gonna do one more criticism, it's just that it's a little predictable, but that's not always a bad thing, right? Like, I wouldn't say it's a bad thing, just, you know, I kind of figured, obviously, our protagonist is gonna become a mage knight, and he's gonna, like, you know, pursue his dream, or else we wouldn't have this story. But obviously, a lot of the tests are gonna involve doing magic, so, you know, naturally our protagonist isn't going to be able to do those tasks, and so there's going to be one that he impresses them with, which is, you know, what a lot of shows do. But really, I don't know if it's the show being predictable or if it's just the fact that I've watched so many shonen, you know. I've watched, you know, Naruto, Bleach, I'm assuming is considered a shonen. I've seen My Hero Academia. I've seen, you know, several others that those were like a lot of like the longer running ones that I mentioned, but there's definitely other ones that I've watched. I just drawn a blank at the moment, but maybe just through all of that and just other random animes I've watched, it's just been easier to predict that kind of thing. But either way, I did very much enjoy that there was at least one test that he was able to win at. I'm glad. I mean, it's kind of like it makes sense that they'd make us not like the character right before he got destroyed, because it really gave Asta the motivation to crush him, you know, because Asta's kind of a good guy, you know. I imagine he wouldn't. I imagine Asta wouldn't have showed that much of his power if the guy stayed nice the whole time, right? And then if Asta didn't show all of his power because he was trying to be nice, he might not have impressed the captains and he might not have made it. So what they did was, you know, this other character, I don't remember his name, Baja guy, I'll call him. He started talking crap, and then Asta got pissed, used his full strength, and I'm sure next episode we're gonna see a little bit of. Okay, so I imagine we're gonna see like a tiny bit of shock, right, at the captains. Like they're gonna be like, "Oh, I didn't think he had like any kind of talent," you know. But then I think they're gonna quickly revert to, but he still couldn't do all these other things, so he's still not good, you know, because, you know, in our shonens we need our we need our main character to be the underdog for a while so he could crawl his way out of it and make us feel like we've earned it. So I imagine he's not going to become like after this one fight everyone saw him do this. They're either going to say the other guy was weak, or they're going to say Asta is still not impressive because he can't do the other magic. That's my assumption is what's going to happen in the next episode. But I still think he's obviously going to become a Mage Knight because our story needs to move on. So they'll be like, well, he doesn't have zero potential, so he can join, you know. But I liked being able to see Sister Lily a little bit again. That was pretty cool. Just it was just a quick little bit, and the kid say like, "Oh, I'm so glad Asta's gone." Clearly, he probably does miss him, especially because he's thinking about him and mentioning him, even if it's in a negative sense, you know. But that was pretty cool. I guess I mentioned it during the episode, but I still kind of wish that big guy, like the leader of like the bulls or whatever it was, Yami, I think his name was. I wish that Asta was able to budge him, because we know Asta's like, you know, almost freakishly strong. But he still wasn't able to budge him, which I guess is just showing the power gap between these captains and where they're at now, and it shows like where they can be in the future. As for the man, that's a name I really should have remembered. The number one person, who was it? The person closest to being the next Wizard King. Oh, I can't remember his name. I'm sure I'll hear it again and remember. I'm somewhat like, I'm still torn because the way they drew those eyes. I don't want to condemn him just because of the way his eyes are drawn, like, you know, because I mean there's guys out there that do have, you know, feminine features for their eyes and stuff like that, and other features, but it's just a very big anime trope that there's like a female character that doesn't want to be looked down upon because they're female and hides their, you know, sex so that way they can, you know, not infiltrate, but, you know, become what they dreamed of without the hindrance of, you know, their gender coming into play. And I've seen that a lot in a lot of animes, and just those eyes plus knowing that trope makes me wonder. But the voice actor, so I'm thinking, so my thoughts during the episode when I was thinking either she's very good at changing her voice to be deeper, like maybe she already has like a naturally like deeper voice, and then making it a little deeper to sound like a guy is not hard for her. Magic could be possible to change voices, you know. We don't know the full extent of magic. It seems like it has a wide array of uses, so it very well could be changing her voice, or his, or I'm completely wrong and it's just a dude with, you know, girly looking eyes, but those are my theories when it comes to that guy. I wonder if that's going to be some reveal later on. But speaking about guys and girls, I said it during the episode, I'm going to say it again. Props to Asta for sticking to his girl, man. I love that. I love that he, you know, loves Sister Lily, even though she, you know, can't love him back because of her job, and she might not want to. She's quite a bit older than him, I think, I imagine. And I imagine she has to be, since they were like pretty young when she joined, you know. Not that age gap is a limiting factor in life, you know, there's plenty of relationships that make it with age gaps like that, but either way, props to him, because that is one trope. I don't know if it's considered a trope, but that's one thing that anime does that I'm surprised this one didn't do, is where just whenever a girl is introduced, people oogle at them, and usually the main character does too. And this time it was some of the other characters oogling at the girl, but the main character was just like, she's not as pretty as Sister Lily. And I just, so many props to the show for that. I love it. I absolutely love it. That was like the fighting was cool, but that was honestly like one of my favorite like moments for like character development in my eyes for Asta this episode. Oh man, that was good. But so far Asta doesn't have any friends. Like, he started making friends with this guy who was just using him because, I forget, so it's my bad. I forget what they said about the birds. Um, but I imagine they, like, flock to people with less magic power, you know? Like, they're able to sense your magic power gauge, and the lower it is, they flock to you, which is why... That's my guess, because I missed the line where they described it, but... that's why none of them went to Yuno, because his magic power is probably so high, because he's like the genius, you know? And then so many were at Asta because he, has pretty much none. Or maybe none at all. I don't know. I don't know what the Grimoire did for him. I still don't know whether it gave him some magic, or if he only has magic when he's accessing the Grimoire, so the Grimoire has magic, but he doesn't. I don't know. We'll learn more about that later, I'm sure. But I imagine that's how those birds work, and I'm sure that's why the Baja guy flocked to Asta in the first place, which is how he targeted him. Because I was gonna say, like, how did the guy know that Asta was weak from the start, right? But I'm guessing it's because of the bird thing, because he showed up like right after that, I think. But it makes sense, you want to make yourself look good, you target the weakest person, so that way you look strong. I mean, it's kind of a pansy approach to making it in the world, but some people are like that, so it's fine. That's how they choose to live. So, but yeah, I try not to prey on the weak to gain advantage in life if I can help it. But yeah, I mean, I think that pretty much sums up most of what I gotta say for this episode. I did enjoy it. A lot of character introductions and a lot of, just talking and stuff like that. I feel like we kind of took a grinding halt real quick before all this started, but then it picked up a little bit right at the end of the episode because they didn't cliffhanger us on the fight. So I did enjoy that. But yeah, guys, I think that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit that subscribe button, and then go down into the description where, if you're interested to support me further, where there is links to my Patreon and my anime list and stuff like that. Patreon, you can, support me with some monies, and you'll get benefits like early access and full length. And then also my anime list, you can see the shows that I'm currently watching. I'm sometimes slow with updating it. I think I still need to update it for when I started watching Black Clover and maybe some of the other shows I finished. But and also, if you guys recommend any shows in the comments, they get added to my plan to watch, which whenever polls come up, which new polls are coming soon, or I guess by the time this is on YouTube, they're probably already out. But whenever there's polls, I pull from what you guys recommend. So make sure you guys leave comments with shows that you want me to watch. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.